Hey everyone, and welcome. My name's Aaron, and today we're taking a look at the 1979 Fuzz from Mojo Hand Effects. I'm playing my 60th anniversary Telecaster into my Jackson Newcastle 18, and my clean tone sounds like this. So, what have we got here? This is the 1979 Fuzz from Mojo Hand Effects, and this is based on a Fuzz from guess what year? 1979. You got it on the first guess. This is a op amp design circuit that has higher gain, and basically based on an op amp version of like a Big Muff from 1979. And then they also added this tone bypass circuit here, which sort of gives you sort of two fuzzes in one with this pedal. And what I found very interesting, before we get into the pedal, what I found very interesting was I was just sort of playing there. I just sort of sit down with these pedals and, you know, play with them and twist knobs and stuff and try to get tones that inspire me. And I started out, you know, doing some like heavy rock stuff, you know, high gain, whatever, Smashing Pumpkins. But then I ended on, and I kept going back to rolling my volume down and playing really lightly and doing like a ambient, dark, fuzzy Daniel Lanois type of thing. And I really enjoyed that. I could have kept playing for another 20 minutes, honestly. And it's really interesting, you know, you don't really get that exact thing, the last sort of sound I was playing, from anything except fuzz pedals. You can sort of get it, you know, with an overdrive or a boost into an amp, depending on what you have going. But really, that's like a thing, to use a fuzz, have like a high gain sound going, and then roll down your volume and sort of play lightly, or, you know, with your thumb or with your fingers or whatever. And it's this muffly, kind of delicious, otherworldly thing. And you heard maybe right at the end there when I switched off the pedal, and my volume was so low it was like you couldn't even hear it without the pedal. And so it's boosting. It's the pedal itself is shaping a lot of that tone. Sort of is the point there. So on the right side over here, you have level, tone, and gain controls. And what I found really interesting about this is the more you brought up the tone, obviously the brighter it got, but also the less bass. So when you're turning up the tone, you're really shaping, you know, kind of the sound that you want. So you're going to want to find like your sweet spot rather than just adjusting brightness. It adjusts brightness and, you know, top end and low end and kind of mid-range in the middle there too. And that also, in conjunction with the gain and the level, really changes the shape of the EQ. And hopefully you heard that as I was adjusting it. This other side that says tone bypass level, when you click this on, it's one or the other. You're not stacking anything here. It switches to this instead, and it takes the tone stack out of the circuit altogether. And that's also really interesting to me, because it really pushes the mid-range, and then it really sort of softens the top end, depending on where you have the tone here. But sort of where I landed was like, you know, around here-ish. So I've got... It makes me laugh because the controls on this thing, and on many fuzzes, you know, are like this, where it drastically affects the sound. You're not like, you know, some overdrives I have, I'm like tone all the way up, tone all the way down. Doesn't really sound that much different. That is not the case with this pedal. If you bump a knob and you've got this thing dialed, you know, going into an amp, it's going to be like, whoa, that's not quite right. So it's really a matter of like tweaking it and getting it just right with whatever guitar you're using and what pickup you're on and where your volume control is and what amp you're going into and what mic you have it mic'd with. This is like, it's like set it and then mark the spot on the pedal where it sounds perfect, because it's a huge variety of tones you can get out of this thing. But I really enjoyed this thing. Like I said, I loved going to this sort of fuzzy thing. Neck pickup. I could turn this mic on even while I play because it's so soft. So it's taking that, which is this really low level from the guitar. I can turn it all the way up here. It's still... 1979 Fuzz, Mojo Hand effects. Check it out. Very cool. By the way, when you get this pedal, there is like a bag and like a beer cozy and like stickers, and they give you a whole... it feels like the TLC. Shout out to Mojo Hand Effects for the TLC with the package. Makes me think you care about me, so I appreciate that. They gave me candy too, which I already ate. Check it out. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. We'll see you guys next time.